In this video, we are diving into how you can leverage Perplexity AI to supercharge your coding workflow. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting out, Perplexity AI can be a powerful tool to assist you in various aspects of coding, from generating code snippets to debugging and learning new programming concepts. Perplexity AI has a lot to offer. Let's explore how you can use it effectively. This is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to incorporate Perplexity AI into your coding routine. So first thing is generating code snippets. Firstly, define your objective. So if you need a quick code snippet or solution for a specific problem, Perplexity AI can help generate code for various programming languages. Let's start with an example. First, let's ask to generate a Python function to sort a list of numbers in ascending order. Perplexity AI provides you with a code snippet that you can use directly or modify as needed. So it says, here's a Python function that sorts a list of numbers in ascending order using the built-in sorted function. So this is the Python function. This function also has comments for a better understanding. It also says to use this function, simply call it with a list of numbers as an argument. So it has also provided an example usage. And then it says, this will output the sorted list in ascending order. So this is an example usage. It has sorted the numbers in ascending order. Then it provides an explanation. It says, here's how the sort number function works. The function takes a list of numbers called numbers as an argument, and then inside the function, the sorted built-in function is used to sort the numbers list in ascending order. The sorted function returns a new sorted list, leaving the original list unchanged, and then the sorted list is returned by the function. Then it says, you can also use the key parameters of the sorted to sort the list based on a custom sorting criteria. For example, to sort a list of tuples by the second element of each tuple, you can use key lambda and then this function. So it says you can also list tuples by providing this function to the code. Then it says this will output the sorted list based on the second element of each tuple. Like this, banana, apple and cherry. It will be sorted. And then it says, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any further questions. You can choose from all these related questions if you want any further assistance. So if you are facing issues with a piece of code, Perplexity AI can help identify problems and suggest fixes. For this, I am going to type a prompt that says, I am getting a type error with my Python function. Here's the code. The code is defined by a function add numbers, which are a and b, and it returns a plus b plus extra. And then I say, how can I fix this? Perplexity AI analyzes the code, identifies the issue, and provides a solution. It says, the type error you're encountering is likely due to trying add a string extra to the sum of two numbers a and b. In Python, you cannot directly concatenate strings and numbers without explicitly converting the numbers to strings. To fix this, you need to clarify your intention. If you want to return the sum of a and b and then append the string extra, you can convert the sum to a string before concatenation. So it has given several options. First is return the sum as a string and then it provides this code. And then option 2 is to return the sum and print the string separately. For this, you'll type this code. And then it says if you want to concatenate the sum with a string, convert the sum to a string first. And if you want to keep the sum as a number, return it separately. Now let's talk about learning new programming concepts. If you want to understand a new programming concept or language feature, Perplexity AI can explain complex topics in simple terms. For this, let's ask a query that says, explain how recursion works in Python with an example. Notice, Perplexity AI provides a concise explanation and example to help you grasp the concept. So it says, recursion is a programming technique where a function calls itself to solve a problem. It is particularly useful for problems that can be broken down into smaller, simpler subproblems. A recursive function typically has two main components. One is the base case and second, the recursive case. So then it talks about how recursion works. And then an example. So the example is a factorial function. A classic example of recursion is the calculation of the factorial of a number n, denoted by n factorial. The factorial of n is the product of all positive integers up to n. It can be defined recursively as, in base case like this and recursive case like this. And then it gives you a Python program for this implementation. And of course, an example usage. Then it talks about how it all works, step by step. And then it has the key points. It talks about the stack depth and efficiency. And then a conclusion which says recursion is a powerful concept in programming, and understanding it can help you solve complex problems more effectively. So moving on to exploring the best practices. If you need guidance on coding on best practices, Perplexity AI can offer advice on writing clean and efficient code. For this, type a query that says, "What are the best practices for writing readable Python code?" And then Perplexity AI will provide a list of best practices and tips. It might say, best practices include using meaningful variable names, following PEP8 guidelines, and writing comments for clarity. You can try this prompt for yourself. Moving on to integrating with web development tools. So you can use Perplexity AI alongside popular development tools to streamline your workflow. For this, you are going to type a prompt that says, "How can I integrate Perplexity AI with my VS Code environment?" And now it will guide you on integrating it with various development environment tools. So it says, to integrate Perplexity AI with your Visual Studio Code, you can follow these steps. First is to install the Code GPT extension, then set up Perplexity API, and then use Perplexity in VS Code. Explore additional features and community and resources too. By following all those steps, you can effectively integrate Perplexity AI into your VS Code environment, enhancing your coding workflow with AI-powered assistance. Let's try another thing. If you need a snippet for a web form in HTML, you can type a query that says, "Generate an HTML form with fields for name, email, and message." Perplexity AI will provide you with the HTML code that you need. So it says, here's a simple HTML form that includes fields for a user's name, email, and message. And this is the whole code. You can copy it by clicking here. And then it provides the explanation for the code. It says the document starts with this line, followed by HTML element, which contains the head and the body. Then the meta tags set the character set to UTF-8 and ensure proper scaling on mobile devices. And then the name field, email field, message field, and submit button. For styling, it uses basic CSS styles that are included to enhance the appearance of the form, including layouts, padding, borders, and hover effects for the submit button. If we talk about the usage, to use this form, simply copy and paste the code into an HTML file and open it in web browser. You can always change the action attribute of the form to point for your server-side script and endpoint that will handle the form submission. Of course, you can talk about other issues too, like facing issues with a JavaScript function. For this, you can type a prompt that says, "I'm getting an undefined error with my JavaScript function," and then provide your code. Perplexity AI will provide a solution for this error. It will explain the error too. And if you want to understand a new language feature, if you're curious about a new feature in JavaScript, you can simply give a query that says, "Explain the concept of async or await in JavaScript with an example." And Perplexity AI will explain the concepts and provide an example. And that's how you can use Perplexity AI to enhance your coding workflow, from generating code snippets to debugging and learning new concepts. Perplexity AI is a versatile tool that can make coding more efficient and enjoyable. Happy coding, and see you in next video.